Hello, everybody. We're back to Hogwarts Legacy, and yes, different outfit. But we're doing most stuff now that's not going to be class. It's casual day.
You are here. Good.
I gotta turn this down. Get her triggered.
Is this Mr. Bickle's home?
I believe so. He supposedly has evidence against Harlow. We need to speak with him.
And I did not mean to bump that, but it was kind of appropriate.
Are you all right? We're looking for Mr. Bickle.
My husband is dead. He killed him.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Bickle. Who killed your husband?
Theophilus Harlow. I'm sure of it. He's been threatening my husband for weeks and...
The bad part is, I think I took out
where is
Harlow
my son?
in some of my
Where is Archie?
side plot stuff.
I don't think you have.
I took out a Harlow.
I don't mean to be grim, but could Harlow have taken him?
Archie's satchel is missing, so he may have left on his own. Hopefully he's just gone wandering, as he's prone to do. I hope he wasn't here when when my husband...
Do you know which way Archie might have gone?
I will remind people
has a
right
little
now that
hideout
there is a
in the
full
forest
playlist
south of here.
of all these.
He never wanders far. But if he witnessed Harlow doing something to his father, I'm afraid to leave, in case he comes back home.
Is there anything more you can tell me about Harlow?
He's Victor Rookwood's second in command. A miserable, awful creature. Vicious and murderous.
What reason would Harlow have to kill your husband?
My husband had been looking into Harlow's dealings and discovered some of what he's been up to. I begged him to leave it alone, but he was convinced that...
We'll find your son, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. What am I going to do?
Please do not worry, Mrs. Bickle. We will bring Archie home.
I can't go on broom right now. Kind of makes sense.
When I took the letter we found to Officer Singer, she told me about Mr. Bickle. He had been doing the same thing we are, providing Officer Singer with evidence to take down Harlow. I had hoped to speak with him about what he had found, but we were too late.
What did Officer Singer say about the letter you brought her?
She thanked me, but she clearly felt that it was not enough. It is a shame that hippogriffs cannot speak. Your friend Highwing could provide all the evidence against Harlow that we need. We will need something more. This must be little Archie's hideout that Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Archie? Archie Bickle! He would not have done this to his own hideout. Someone came here looking for him. Revelio may be our only hope of finding out which way he went.
Yeah, I feel like I'm overlooking an obvious point here
Archie's footprints. He went this way.
for this. Oh, Archie's trail. Okay, it finally triggers what happened.
I thought we would have found Archie by now.
I suspect he'll
Because
keep
some
running
people
if he's
say
being
this is
followed.
side content,
If
but
it is Harlow that's pursuing him, I only hope you're right.
you could technically skip it.
Men like Harlow would not think twice about killing a child. We must find Archie quickly.
I wouldn't want to. It's like technically a lot of Sebastian stuff you could skip.
Wolves! Prepare for a fight.
And I'll admit I've been upgrading my gear. If you can't tell.
I hope Archie didn't cross paths with that wolf pack. We should look around.
Revelio. Archie's satchel. Why would he leave it behind?
He was likely running from Harlow, distracted. This may be a good time for Revelio again. Archie went this way.
I'll be honest, this is not the best time of day to try to see some of these marks
I
in
have
this
a bad feeling about
ground,
this.
that's for sure.
Harlow must have a reason for pursuing Archie.
I wonder what Archie saw. I hope he didn't see Harlow kill his father.
He would never overcome it. At least not in any way I can imagine.
The bad, I half wish it would show partially on the mini-map to make it easier for the steps. I do appreciate why they did not, though.
A fork in the road. We will need Revelio again.
Revelio.
Multiple sets of footprints. Oh, Harlow caught up to him here. This is not good. They went this way.
There's a lot of footsteps going on here.
Arrest him.
I'm sorry, I usually don't go like this, but you don't say no when you come across one like that. There was a Thestral just resting here.
Thestrals. They are beautiful.
Just like
are
this
they
one
not?
is.
You can see Thestrals too.
I witnessed death when I
Oh,
was young. So my
the
first
stop
passion
didn't
shortly
trigger
thereafter.
right.
I found comfort in it.
Darn it.
I still do. I
'Cause it
think
wasn't
those of us
standing
who
yet?
have witnessed death deserve some comfort.
Arrest him. I'm sorry you experienced something like that at so young an age.
I was with my father when he died. My mother was away, and I felt quite helpless. It was a
I
long
don't
time
think
ago
I'm
in
gonna
some
find
ways,
a
but in other ways, it seems like it was only yesterday. I still see
Unique?
him so clearly.
You must miss him.
My father was a wonderful man. Let us keep moving. We must find Archie.
Not that I need this much of them anyhow, but
Revelio.
that was a pretty pale one though.
I understand.
Sorry, time goes Assassin's Creed again.
Taking in children now, are we? Better not be expected to feed him.
It is as I feared. We have Archie. Be on your guard. There can be no mistakes.
Revelio.
I'll be honest. If I go into combat this time, I will do a stunt I've figured out.
That obnoxious little
Or I
fella
might
isn't
wait
going
for
anywhere.
the last one in here and do it just to show it.
Revelio.
Central's quieter than you.
The fact you can certificate totalis on
They got what they deserved.
after Glacius.
Revelio.
Not a huge deal.
It's just something we've never seen anybody talk about.
Yeah. I happened to notice it earlier.
I did not expect this tent to be so large on the inside. That complicates things a little.
Oh, the one guy's down here. I see the skull.
You don't think he saw
Or at least there's a lieutenant down here anyway.
He's just a child. We should release him.
Suppose he's worth a look.
Revelio.
I'm trying to get what good loot I can while in here. realized there's a bag over here I overlooked. No, it's the other side of the wall. Weird. No offense, I will say it looks like Natty's disillusionment's better than mine. Most of the time.
Did you hear that? You will pay for your deed.
Revelio.
Who goes there? You've made a grave mistake. That's just the beginning. Disarm my body, feel my
Revelio.
But like I said, my upgrade gear is doing a lot.
Revelio.
Okay, that makes sense.
Please, I need your help. Archie? Archie Bickle. How do you know who I am? Your mother sent us to find you. Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
Not too loud, Archie.
I find more offensive they have some statues too.
We need to get this open.
Oh, for once she's not gonna open it.
Hello, Mora.
Excuse me.
Hush now.
A man called Harlow. He killed my father. We're so sorry, Archie. We won't let him get away with it. But first we need to get you home to your mother. Thank you for saving me. We wouldn't have it any other way, Archie. Now, let's get you home. We know a safe way back.
Yeah, it's looking like it's a good thing I looted that one chest when I did. Okay, it wasn't letting me have control for a minute. That was weird. You're running for the rest of your life.
You're here!
Things keep up the way they are, that won't be very long.
Mother? Oh, Mother. Father's friends are in danger. I heard the people who took me talking about them.
Which friends, darling?
Mr. and Mrs. Rabe. Mr. Filbert. And I think they also said Otto's name.
Oh, I shall speak with them. You run inside.
Yes, Mother.
I'm seeing another one of those
Your husband's
handmade
friends may be
plushies
in danger.
Just as he was.
next to her
How can we help?
You've done
fence.
enough.
All you can see it
My
blurred there.
husband was a powerful wizard and couldn't defeat Harlow. The last thing we need is that monster coming after you.
I'd be going. He's already after us.
It may be too late for that. I'm afraid Harlow's already after us.
Then you needn't anger him further. I assure you, the threat could be a lot worse. Please, please keep your distance.
Girlfriend, I'm sorry to say it. I think
again
I'm
about your
enemy number
husband,
one.
Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing Archie home. I can never repay
What was
the
the
two of
wording
you
in
for your
Deathly Hallows?
kindness.
Undesirable number one?
Not to worry, Mrs. Bickle. My father used to say that rain does not fall on one roof alone. We are here
Yeah, that's
to
just
help each
another one of those random little Balls.
I must learn more about Mr. Bickle's friends and why Harlow is after them. You'll be hearing from me as soon as I know something.
I do have other proper side missions I could do. But we've been hesitating on this for a while. I'll take care of that quick, actually, because I forgot I had to go back with her with the first token to let that continue.
Because then we can just worry about getting it all, and then we can show you what happens at the end.
Yeah. They'll make it a lot. Partially because that is one of my favorite robes. At least the one I've seen, and that was Hufflepuff.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant. What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like some sort of house token. I bet it unlocks house chests. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in Gryffindor and heard they're also in the other common rooms as well. Keep an eye out. I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something
So it
grand.
is going to make me put it in to
See this through
continue
and find
that.
the Slytherin
You can
house
blast the
chest.
window a few times.
While we're in there.
See if somebody smacks you for it.
I wonder how many secret
This is the Slytherin, right?
Yeah, this is Slytherin.
We don't do a whole lot that actually is house related, so.
You're not wrong. There is very little that actually pertains to the houses.
Part of it is you're so rarely in your common room.
Yeah, I swear you sleep in the room requirement, so.
Revelio.
I'm sorry, say it.
This must be. Seems
I figured
I'll
out
need
the
to
perfect
find more
password
house
if
tokens if I'm to open this.
Phineas was...
Quite a few by the look of it.
Oh, yeah.
I want
as well.
you to switch them back.
If it was Phineas as head of house, impotence would be the perfect password.
I still can't manage to transfigure a match into a needle.
Because I'm convinced he can't get it up.
Where do the professors...
It's supposed to be over here. But you're not supposed to keep it in salmon outfits. Hey!
Oh, we finally got it. It was the wrong window. Boy, did that really bubble up, though, didn't it?
We smacked the castle. What did you expect?
Finally found out how to do it, though. But we need to get to the map chambers for the other stuff, so.
I'm sorry, I'm hurting. I'm gonna be weird.
Well, for anyone who's had to deal with it, we had to replace the drive belt on a car today. And we've been playing
Yes,
with
if
it a
you
couple
watched
days.
the previous video,
You
When
would
we
be
thought we
wise
fixed
not
the other
to
belt,
underestimate this
it
student.
snapped.
Their
on the way
aptitude
to
for
the store.
magic is beyond anything I've ever seen. And I've been teaching a long
It's fine.
time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
He seemed trustworthy. Difficult to know, really. But Serona Ryan trusts him.
Well, that's something, I suppose. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm that he hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my
Honestly,
portrait at
it's
my
the
castle.
next keeper that I'm excited for.
Yes.
Brookwood Castle?
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
You didn't see anything? Speak with anyone?
I did not. In fact, I did not make myself known. I only recently returned there and did not recognize nor trust anyone that I heard. I stayed out of sight so as not to tempt my portrait's destruction.
I'm sorry
Honestly,
to tell
his
you that
statement
Victor
of for
Rookwood,
fear of destruction of my
evidently your
portrait
descendant,
is
is a
valid
dark
in my
wizard in
opinion.
league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste.
I like his.
Despite the obstacles that
Actually, I
Kay
just saw a
await
little
you, you must
slip.
get to
He
Rookwood
clipped through his
Castle
belly
immediately.
with a gesture.
Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a
Not
source
a
of
huge
power
thing.
that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as
I'm
you
not
can.
going to say the little
Very
bit
well,
of
sir. I'm
poof
on my way.
going in and out. That
Best
could
of
be
luck.
argued as just cloth movement.
No
Some of her
time to
stuff
waste.
actually animate on the fly.
I'll meet you at
so.
Rookwood Castle.
I will claim the challenge completion stuff quick.
Yeah, we've been busy off stream.
We've been busy off stream.
A bit busier than normal off stream.
To say we're actually running out of certain things is an understatement.
Including Merlin trials.
Come on, the fact we've actually 100% explorations. There's 5 we haven't found on the whole world map somehow. There's just a handful of field guides left for stuff we're missing. Room requirements almost 100%. I don't think the quest has come up yet. That's my problem. It hasn't. We'll give it that moment it needs.
Jumping the gun.
I'm gonna go down here. Hey, every other door opens for me. What's the digs? Yeah, we have obliterated this place. Otherwise. After this, I might go after the Grim as well, depending on how long this takes.
I'm just warming up.
Fine.
Still no match for me.
Revelio.
My answer, did that hurt? I swear we're going to have your alarm going off almost every video.
Dinner.
Exactly.
I take things after dinner because otherwise they can make me sick.
Yep.
What's going on here?
I agree.
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate.
If you only
Let's go.
let me use my bro, it's easy.
They're saying, don't take the front gate. Oh, we could take them from the front gate, Professor. As long as you can take out 2, 3 of them, I got the rest.
Which child? We could take every child we find to
Say I'm
Ranrock.
wrong.
Eventually, we may get the right one.
Phew, sounds like a lot of work. Perhaps we just tell him we
Trying to figure out if there's a good way I
if
can
he asks.
It does sound
go around and
easier.
make this happen
Let's
easier.
do that.
Feels like I've been at this for hours.
Mr. Tellus. Revelio. Mr. Tellus.
Not saying they're difficult.
And Fig should be going new. That's rather proficient with Pacificus.
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
I consider that a cheat because I should not have had a problem with him.
You have to learn to share.
Expelliarmus.
world.
That's our way in.
I resemble that remark most of the time.
Cautious with this game.
Yeah, it's Assassin's Creed. I'm reckless.
Yes, that's a creed. You just go, woo! Okay, there's patch of grass. Good night.
Levioso.
I wish I could argue
There's
that.
shit.
I had a feeling he was going to do that to me that time.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the country...
I wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach of that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me
He's
the
obviously
child.
worse than he was before.
If he had turned his head.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle.
Any special words you want me to pass on to your mum?
I'll make you wish you were back at school. Why can't I hit you?
Now you've gone too
That
far.
I'm actually worried about the Executioner more than the rest.
I won't bet. This doesn't hurt. What's the point of this? We're living die, are we?
You're going to regret that.
If only Ranrock paid for your deeds.
Had enough?
Now, of course, they keep bringing in more.
You'll regret this for the rest of your short life. Time to summon. Nice try.
Professor Big was on the verge of a devastating attack and you screwed it up. Said that to her and Furious pretty much dropped like flies that time though. Trying to be tactfully cautious and
Revelio.
I suppose that's the quick way down.
Number 3.
Is there something to those symbols on the walls?
There is. I've seen symbols like these before.
Okay.
I need to find all of them, then cast at them quickly in succession.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead.
Yeah, Professor, they broke your house. No, seriously, I feel like I'm walking into Red Lyrium Mine and Dragon Age 2 right now.
Revelio.
Is it just appropriate? It looked like they destroyed the mining device in the process.
This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
This is one of the main ones because you don't get the
I
full
was
map
hoping that was you.
as you're searching.
Revelio. Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No. Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be.
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must
At least
complete the
he's
next
torn
trial.
his priorities right now.
Sir, surely I've proven myself. In light of what's happened, perhaps you should tell me everything now.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
I would join
Kind of
you
like
if
how
I
that one
could.
kind of flips into
I'll
existence.
await
though.
your arrival in the map.
The second trial. Honestly, this is one of the best prepared trials I've really walking into. Considering all the potions.
Revelio.
If I really start struggling, I'm going to be throwing those left and right. Okay.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay, that's not one of them that does that.
I need to reposition that pillar to climb out of here. Perhaps the archway is the answer. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
Well, red one's
Wingardium
doesn't it?
Leviosa.
That is mean, though. When you piece together what's really going on there. That's a chest and a block. I'm not sure I hit this stuff before or not. Previous runs.
Revelio.
Feels like something I may have neglected. Okay, I felt like it was gonna give some more, it didn't. Not that I'm not trusting, but I'm not trusting.
That pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it.
Part of what I meant in previous ones of them pulling stunts depending which side of it you're in.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Never made sure you couldn't do another invert on that, didn't they?
Is there any way to reposition this archway?
I don't think that's gonna help with this, though. Can I carry that through this time? Is that what I'm not remembering? Yep. Definitely don't feel right.
Leviosa.
Thing is, I know I can take down. Oh, shit. But again, my only advantage right now is I'm a little over leveled and it's into that level cap range. On the other hand, it means I'm not going to do as well as I feel like I should from it.
I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how?
Doesn't seem like an odd option. Okay, so I have to come through it from this way. Just didn't feel right.
Revelio. There's a pillar here, but no ledge near it for me to grab onto. Revelio.
That's the bad thing. Because there's only one way to get to him. And that's through here.
Hitting those marks readjusts the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward from the other side of this one.
Might help if I use bowling temper.
Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You know what the irony is?
Leviosa.
I think you can barely pull this off. Potentially this way. Nope. Okay.
Is it possible to pull one of those blocks through the archway?
Okay, that's not obviously the solution.
Revelio.
Oh, I'm a fool.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I forgot which way I want to do this. In truth, I think
Wingardium
this is the
Leviosa.
best way. Now if I step through here. Nope, wrong way, wrong way. No?
After pulling the block out through the archway, I can place it where it can be climbed on while on the other side of the
I actually
archway.
screwed myself up the first time. I really think I did.
Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
There we go.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
I'm definitely struggling a little bit.
Leviosa.
Oh, that's nice.
Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa.
What I was trying to do isn't going to work yet.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
I'm feeling done. I feel I just bricked myself. In the most genuine meaning of the word. I don't have to I think I am going to have to roll back to a checkpoint. That's horrible, but it's reasonable. I think I know what I need to do now, and it's not as easy as it sounds.
There's a pillar here.
Well, not as hard as it sounds, I should say.
For me to grab onto. Leviosa.
Ah, yes. Oh man, I'm just playing cheap now. Don't let me climb on, thank you. Like I said, I was being a little dense. And I don't really know if I need that or not. I probably don't.
Readjust the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward from the other side of this.
And that shows that sometimes you can make it harder for yourself than it needs to be. It feels like a trap.
Revelio.
I see a bunch of armors in here. See how I do.
Revelio.
But I really feel like there should be a couple more in this room. Okay, I'm sure the next room will kick my butt. Okay.
Revelio.
I'll be honest, that makes me feel like it's going to be a big fight every time it does that. I am considering something right now, though. I don't really have any inhibition of using Crucio on the armors. Wait, what? I don't know what happened there. The only one left now is him. Yep. Hey, little big boy. At least that looks like it did, Dan. was a bit of work.
What a relief.
And honestly, I had to use more potions than I thought I would, so I can't really bash it too much for giving them to me.
I must say I'm curious to hear of Isidore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
Why is it? Looks like something else is falling
uncharted
in.
magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
Yeah. Again, it sounds good, but unfortunately I noticed it the first time playing it too, that looks a lot like what Ranrock's been wielding.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep this second artifact safe, as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing stand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of
It
course,
is an ouch.
Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done
so
today,
far in the game,
as always.
in effect, it's only
we shall
been
speak again soon.
maybe pushing 2 months. Now 3. And there'll be a bunch of new story missions occurring, side missions unlocking again. Nobody's showing yet. Yeah.
When you have a moment, please stop by the room of requirement. Deke mentioned you might be interested in learning how to breed beasts.
Okay, looks like that's all for that stuff right now. I am going to check the map for something, because if I'm right, we may know what I'm doing next. No, I don't see it yet. So it's not quite there. No assignments yet either. But there is a lot going on. But I need to say, thanks for watching. Well, right now...
Assignments will...
Yeah, we still have more stuff unlocking. I find it more interesting that the magical beast teacher teaches you fire spell. Great to see what she's requiring, but... Oh, just attend class? Well, my answer is, there's still a lot I can do on the side. Not as much as there used to be. But... Actually, I do know I want to do the room... No, I do not want to do the room requirement yet. Because that's going to trigger in some serious storyline for Deke again. But I need to say thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.